we're doing. I want to welcome you. If this is your very first call, my name is DeAndre Saxton, and I'm a certified Bob Proctor Consultant, Uncle Bobby P. Yo, drop a Uncle Bobby P in the chat if you're ready to make some quantum leaps. Drop an Uncle Bobby P in the chat. Guys, we only have 100 people on this call. We're starting a 10-week series right now. We're literally about to start a 10-week series on spiritual selling. So unless people are at the six-figure income level, which I don't know if they are, if they're at a six-figure income level, they don't have to be on this call. They don't have to be on this call if they're already at a six-figure income level. But if you're not yet, you got to be on this call. Even though I'm at a six-figure income level, I'm still on this call here learning from Uncle Bobby P. We're about to go through a 10-week series on spiritual selling, all the different parts that Bob Proctor uses to sell out seminars, sell programs, sell events. And this is for leaders. So if you have a team and your teammates are not on this call, that's your paradigm right there. You see, because you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have to be on this call. But what about your teammate? Do they know about this call? Do they know about this free value? Yo, I want you to understand that just today, Mina dropped five digits to work with Bob Proctor. I dropped almost $50,000, $60,000 in the last 2 months to work with Uncle Bobby P. And we're doing this for free. I want y'all to understand, we're doing this for free. And we have all these people in our network, and we have 100 people on the call. So I don't know what, maybe they must know something that I don't know. They must be earning six figures a week. Maybe I don't got it. Maybe I'm not sure. But anyways, despite that, I'm so happy and grateful for all of you on this call that are here right now. All of you. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're excited to learn about spiritual selling so that you can grow your income, build a bigger team, and make shit happen. If y'all want to make shit happen, Mina, we don't need that noise. You're getting muted. All right. So guys, I'm super excited. So my co-host, Mina, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself really quickly? I know you're driving in the car.
Yes, but I will. Listen, I am 5 minutes away from home, so y'all are about to get the sauce. But hello, everybody. Listen, I told D, we were talking about recording these calls. I don't think we're going to record these calls, D. We need to add some urgency because there's no way that I just dropped what I dropped to teach this for free to have 100 people on this call. Y'all are about to get the sauce direct, not from Mina, not from D. This is directly from Bob Proctor, the guy who has been personally developing his mind for the last 56 years. Do you guys understand what that means? Everything that he tells me to do, I do. Everything that he's told D to do, he's doing. And we're getting the results. And instead of just being like, it's on me, it's on him, we got this. No. We're taking our time to be here to give everybody the sauce so that everybody can be at the top with us. Y'all are not taking this serious. And then when we stop doing this call, they're going to be like, can you guys do the calls again? Come on. Tell everybody that they are missing out. Let's run this, D. Let's run this.
Let's run it. All right, guys. So this is what we're talking about today. So we're going to talk about spiritual selling. So I'm going to pass it straight over to Uncle Bobby P. Hold on. Let's get it started. So everybody, welcome to Bob Proctor Coaching for Leaders. This is for leaders, whether you're leading yourself or whether you're leading a team. We're actually episode 4 right now. So my name is DeAndre Saxton. You can follow me at Miami Patron. And then we have my girl, Mina, right here. She's also a six-figure earner in her company. We do these calls every Wednesday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all right? So please silence your cell phone for the next couple minutes because okay, here's the only prerequisite. If you are earning $100,000 a month cash, $100,000 a month cash, you can have your phone out. If you're earning $100,000 a month cash, so you can do the stuff you want for your family, so you can retire your parents, so you can get your dream home, so you can travel, so you can impact other people's lives. If you're earning $100,000 a month cash, that means you are helping other people earn six figures, $50,000 a month, $30,000 a month, $10,000 a month. If you are earning that amount of cash, then you can have your phone out. If you're earning that amount of cash, you don't need to be on this call, okay? This is so important because we are literally changing people's lives. Money is a reflection of how many lives you're changing. Some people are like, oh my gosh, all they do is talk about money. You know why? Because we're changing lives. How does money exchange? with exchange of product and services, transformations. So if you don't have money in your bank account, it's because you're not serving people. That doesn't mean you're not serving people right now, but that doesn't limit your potential. You can serve people in the future, but at this moment, if you're not financially where you want to be, it's because you're not serving people. So put away the phone, be serious for the next 60 minutes. We're going to end on time, like always. So let's go ahead and get it started. So if you're ready to learn from Uncle Bobby P, drop a 1 in the chat. So this is what you're going to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready to make this happen. And then I want you to go ahead and share this link one more time in your group chat. Because if your teammates are not on this call and they're not selling shit, if they're not selling shit and they're not on this call, I feel so sorry. Maybe they got something figured out that I don't have. You know, the company reached out to me. I'm the number 2 consultant in the company right now. And they said, DeAndre, how did you go from I literally showed this to Mina earlier today when we were studying. I went from $3,000 a month to $250,000 in 2 months. And the company asked me, DeAndre, how did you do it? You know what I said? I was humble. I was humble and I did what Bob said. I got on the calls and I studied. All of you on this call right now are studying, but you're studying yourself. When you're on this call, you are studying yourself. So if you get your teammate on there, you can have a quantum leap with your teammate, with your next leader. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Uncle Bobby P, and then we'll go from there. If I find it, where's it at?
Hey, Mikey. And welcome, everyone. Do you know, I like
Can you guys hear this?
this seminar a lot. I really do. I wrote it, and I wrote it because I love it. Do you know, I've always said all you need is a good pen, and you can earn millions. Salespeople are the highest paid people in the world, but you've got to know how to sell. And you know, I have found that a lot of people in sales, when I say a lot, the majority of people in sales do not know how to sell. They think it's a matter of just taking a job and going talking to people. But there's a lot more to it than that. And you know, it all is in here. It's in the mind. Because selling is a mental game. It really is a mental game. And it's something anyone can learn because I learned it. And I figure when I learned it, anyone could learn it. You see, when I started, I was shy. I had an inferiority complex. I had virtually no business experience, and I had no formal education. So you see, I had these things going on in my mind against me. And I started selling. And I read books on it. One of the best books I've ever read was How to Raise Yourself from Failure to Success by Frank Betjer. And I've often thought the book was named wrong. A lot of people wouldn't buy it because How to Raise Yourself from Failure to Success. If you're successful, you should read the book because there's so much good stuff in it. Now, we're going to go through a process. And it's a process that's as much mental as anything. And it's a process that works. I can earn millions of dollars. In fact, I do earn millions of dollars, and all I need is a pen. We have in our organization some great salespeople. And one of the best salespeople I've ever met is a man that I've worked with now for a few years, is Arash Fusagi. And I was thinking as I was going over this program, this is why Arash is good. In fact, this is why Arash does a great job, because he follows the ideas that are in this. Now, if you haven't downloaded this, you're going to have, I wouldn't say you have a problem, you're just not going to get as much out of it as you could. This thing is worth its weight in gold to the person who makes a decision that they're going to make it happen, they're really going to do it. Now, as I go through this, I want you to really study it. I I believe the Proctor Gallagher Institute has some of the finest material in the world. Sandy Gallagher, who is my partner and the chief executive officer of our company, asked me to wish you all the very best. And she suggested that if you study this like I study it, you're going to win. And that's how she studies it. In fact, every person in our corporation that really studies wins in a big way. And that's what I want to suggest you do. Now, do you know, there is only a couple areas where you're going to find problems. Our only limitation is weakness of attention and poverty of imagination. This program causes you to focus. And if you're not going to be able to focus, you're not going to be able to sell. It's that simple. You see, when you call on someone to sell your product or service, you should be focused on that person and nothing else. Now, I have trained myself over the years to focus. It's an exercise of the will. The will is a mental faculty. And any person that exercises their will can become very good at staying locked into an idea. And attention is something that a lot of people miss. And it's one of the first areas that we have to go. We've got to get the prospect's attention. That's one of the very first things we have to do. And we have to get them interested in what we're talking to them about. Now, to do that, we have to be interested in it. So if you think this is just some kind of a mechanical exercise, you call and you ask a few questions, you know. Years ago, there was a sales trainer, and he had a record out, and he used to say, when you ask the closing question, shut up. The first person that talks loses. It was a very well-known record at the time. It was an LP. And he was a well-known trainer, very well-known. But the first time I heard it, I thought there's something wrong with that. You see, when you're really in sales and you're a real pro, when you make a sale, no one loses. Everybody wins. It is truly a win-win situation. Now, to really make it happen in a big way, you do have to have goals. Now, I would imagine that most of the people on this call are somewhat familiar with what the Proctor Gallagher Institute teaches. And we deal with goals. We talk about the ABC of goals. A-type goals are things you already know how to do. B-type goals, you don't know how to do them, but you think you can. Now, if you're working with either A or B, wouldn't matter whether you had a good pen or not, you're probably not going to go very far. I want to suggest that you make up your mind that you're going to study what's in this program. And you're going to study it like a scientist. Now, there's only 28 pages, but there's only, I don't know, maybe a dozen of those 28 that are really critical that you really burn into your mind. And you're only going to do that if you have a good reason to do it. And you'll see as we go through here. I want to suggest you stretch. You really stretch. Now, when you stretch, you go after a C-type goal. And the C-type goal is when you start creating. You're going to create what you secretly really want. When you secretly really want something, you don't have to know how you're going to get it. You only have to know you're going to get it. It's that simple. You do not have to know how. What do you secretly most want? I mean, what's in your heart? What do you really want? Because I'm going to tell you something. Path to agreement will show you how to get it if you're in sales. And if you're not in sales, you want to get into sales. Come sell for us. We'd love to have you. The C-type goal is where you create, where you build it in your imagination. You see the good that you desire, and you make up your mind that that's going to happen. Now, you see, there are laws that govern this universe. And when you really understand the laws, you will know that if you hold an idea in your mind, it must move into form. Now, we'll talk about that more as we move along here. But if you can think of what you secretly most want, you may not have it written down. You may not. I've got mine written down. As a matter of fact, I got 1, 2, 3 gold cards. They all say exactly the same thing. I just put them in different pockets. I put them in the one pocket so I can pull them out here and talk about it on the tube. So I want you to ask yourself, what do I really want? Because if you really get this, and if you commit, and you're going to ask you to commit right towards the end of this, you can have anything you want. Now that's a beautiful statement. You can have anything you want. Do you know, something just flashed on my mind. I had a friend, Ty Boyd. I haven't seen Ty for years, but Ty and his whole family went through the seminars that I was doing back around 1970, 69, 70, down in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Ty was a radio broadcaster, well known. Everybody in Charlotte knew Ty. He had the morning show, and he was on the radio for years. Now, I was doing a series of seminars with Bill Morris. God, I haven't thought of Bill for years. And Ty and his whole family came to that seminar. He was he is an incredible guy. He had an interesting idea one time. He would phone very successful people, and he would talk to them early in the morning. He had the morning talk show. And he'd catch people going to work. Well, one day he got H.L. Hunt, who, he's the guy that said, if you know how much you're worth, you're probably not worth very much. He's the man that cornered the silver market one time, the Hunt family down in Texas. And he phoned Mr. Hunt, and he said, could you give us some simple rules for winning? And Hunt says, yeah, I can. He said, tell the people to decide what they want. To decide what they're prepared to give up to get it. To set their mind to it and get on with the work. That's what I want to suggest you do right now. Decide what you want. Decide what you're prepared to give up to get it. Set your mind to it and get on with the work. Now, if you will do that, you're going to have a pretty interesting career in sales. Okay? Go after what you dream about, and you'll love it. Now, in 1970, I had the very good fortune, which right around the time I was working with Ty Boyd, I had the very good fortune of speaking at the Human Resource Congress at the O'Hare Hyatt in Chicago. And it was a Human Resource Congress, and Eric Hoffer was receiving the Human Resource Award. Eric Hoffer was a grand old man. He's gone now, God bless him, but Eric Hoffer never was inside of a school, never went to school. He was a Russian immigrant. He came over with his dad as a small boy, and he never did go to school. But he always had a library card, and he was a ferocious reader. I mean, he was reading all the time, and he turned into a very good author. If you want to get a good book, there's a little book, and you'll love it. It's called The True Believer. Eric Hoffer wrote it. But he said something at that conference that I'll never forget. Now, in 1970, things were clipping. They were moving along pretty good. The Future Shock by Alvin Toffler had just come out. And it was all about change. And Toffler was predicting on what was going to happen over the next 50 years. Everybody in our industry, of course, since we deal with change, was very interested in Toffler's book. And we were talking about it a lot. It was a bestseller. And some of the predictions he made were just absolutely ridiculous to me and to most other people that read the book. But you know, we've lived long enough to see everything he was talking about come and go. And the truth is that he was shooting low. We went beyond what he predicted. Rather interesting. Well, the reason I mention this is because Eric Hoffer was talking about change. And he says, in times of rapid change, the learners will inherit the earth. Well, the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. There's no such thing as a learned person. Isn't that interesting? There is no such thing. There's no such thing as an educated person. No such thing. You're either learning or you're not. He said the learners will inherit the earth. I took that to be metaphorical for you will be happy, healthy, and wealthy. The learners will. The learned, they're toast. The people that think they know it all, they're not going to do it. Now, he also said something else that I found rather interesting. He said to learn, you need a certain degree of confidence. Right towards the end of this program, we were talking about confidence. He said you need a certain degree of confidence, not too much and not too little. He said if you have too little confidence, you'll think you can't learn. If you have too much, you'll think you don't have to learn. Now, I want you to think of this for a moment. There's only 28 pages here, and many of them say some of the same things. If you will commit right now to study this religiously, don't study anything else, study it religiously, I guarantee you, you will turn into one of the best salespeople that you've ever known. Now, I'm one of the best salespeople I know. I don't mind admitting that. It's not conceit. It's just stating a fact. I am one hell of a good salesman. But you know something? I'm not much good at anything else. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to sell. I remember one time I was working with Ed McMahon, who's gone now. Most of the people I know are gone. And he said, I'm just a salesman. He was selling for Johnny Carson for years, but before that he was selling everything, doing commercials. And we were talking about it, and we were talking about how selling is such a phenomenal profession. Absolutely incredible. Because you can earn so much money, and you can have so much fun, and you can enjoy so much freedom. I mean, there's nothing like it. This little document, 28 pages. If you will study this, and I'm going to give you just a part of it that you really want to focus on, you will just be amazed. You'll start to follow the steps in here. There's a series of steps that you follow. And you'll start to follow them unconsciously. And when things aren't going right, you'll back up mentally and you'll start ahead again. Makes sense. That's what this is about. Now, what do you want to do? All you really have to do is
all righty, welcome back. If you guys want to finish that video, you got to be on next week's call. We have 10 weeks literally prepared for you. Look at this. Y'all want this? Y'all want to sell some things? Y'all want to sell some things or what? Y'all want to recruit somebody? Y'all want to build something? Y'all want to make some money? Y'all want to make some money? Drop a 7 in the chat. Drop a 7 in the chat. Y'all want to make some money? Y'all want to build a team? Y'all want to sell something? Selling something is doing something for somebody, not to them. Are you glad you made it on today's call? That was literally one out of the next 10 weeks you guys are going to go over. We haven't even finished that video. I hope y'all realize that. This is the first page he's about to go over. All right, so let's check this out right here. All right, I want to cover key points. We got 30 minutes. So I want to cover some key points that I got from this video. And then we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys the workbook. And then Mina's going to go in here and talk about, we're just going to collab on this. Okay? So if you guys don't know, I didn't really introduce this. I didn't want to like hype it up. This isn't hype. Like I don't need to hype you guys up to be on this call. Like this is not motivation. We're not here to motivate you. You're self-motivated. You see, if I'm going to go in the group chat. By the way, if you're not in the group chat, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're not in our Telegram group, Bob Proctor Coaching for Leaders. If you're not in our Telegram group, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat. All right, a lot of you, all right, hold on. Let me scroll down. All right, a lot of you are not. Can somebody go to our group chat, post the Telegram link in the chat so people can go in there and get in this, okay? See, I don't need a hype. We have 900 people in our chat. We have 200 people on the call. These are the winners. I don't need to hype the fact that Bob Proctor is literally going to help you earn your first $1 million in this next 10 weeks. Or through the teaching of the next 10 weeks, you're going to learn how to earn your first $1 million. Let me word that differently, okay? We just need to hop into it. It's like, if you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. So let's focus on the people that are here. Let's focus on the path to agreement. What is an agreement? An agreement is saying, hey, I can help you through a transformation. I can help you through a transformation. Write this down. I learned this from one of my mentors. We do not sell products. We do not sell services. We do not sell features. We sell transformations. We sell transformations. Let me show you exactly what this looks like. We sell transformations. If you're on a call later today, because everybody should have a call in 30 minutes. That's why we always finish early. If you were selling a product like, hey, this is going to help your hair grow. Oh, you're going to trade and you're going to learn this, Fibonacci and this and that. Oh, you're going to learn this. You're going to have, and you're selling features. Guess what? You're not selling shit. If you're selling features and a product, you ain't selling shit. Somebody say something. You got to sell a transformation. You're selling an idea that you can help somebody get from where they're at to where they want to go. Write this down. I'm going to share my screen so you guys get a visual of what I'm talking about here. So let this blue okay, we got you guys see this little, you guys see this right here, right? I want you to draw a circle. And under that circle, write current situation. Current situation. You got a circle, current situation. You see, let's talk about current situation right now. When you get on a call with somebody and you're selling a product, whether you're acquiring VIPs, you're trying to get somebody to P150 and get them in as a customer, whatever it is, you have to understand where are they at right now. Because they don't give a shit about you, to be honest. I'm like, this is calls being recorded. This is just, I'm being so truthful with you guys because you need the truth. If you want me to be the truth, if you want me to be truthful, drop a one in the chat. If you want me to sugarcoat this shit, put, not cuss and stuff, all this stuff, drop, don't say anything. Get off the chat. Get off the chat. No, I'm going to be so real with you guys. You have to understand, people don't care about us. Honestly, as much as you love me, Mina and I, you're not here for us. You are here because you want to grow your business, your income, and get what you want. If somebody says something, is that the truth? Be honest. Like, you're not going to hurt our feelings. If you were on this call just so you can get something out of this, so you can grow your business, grow your income, drop a one in the chat. Be completely honest. Look at all the, you see, that's what I'm talking about. See how you feel right now? It's how you, look at, yo, damn. Look at, that's crazy. Yo, okay, now, but for real, like, I don't take that personally because I understand you guys. Since I understand myself, I understand you. Awareness. You must see that people, when they get on a call, when you're doing an opportunity meeting, when you're doing a potentials call, when you're on a sales call with somebody, they're not there for you. You might be there to sell them. They're there to learn how you can help them make a transformation. So spot number one, current situation. Ask them questions. Maybe, I don't know how much information I can give to you guys. Because if I give you guys so much free information, you won't take and implement it. That's why Bob Proctor charges thousands of dollars for this stuff. Because when you charge a lot of money, you'll actually implement it. So maybe, I don't know if I should give you guys questions to ask. You see this, I don't know if you guys see this script right here. This script has made me $300,000 over the last, okay, let's get you muted. This script has made me thousands upon thousands of dollars. It made me $7,000 yesterday, $10,000 the day before that, and $30,000 on Mother's Day. This same script. It's questions. Asking questions. Let me get you muted. I hear like mumbling. Okay? Questions. Get a series of questions. Make up your own questions. Where's your customer at? Hey, how do you feel right now? Where are you at right now? What's your goal right now? Tell me about, tell me about the situation you're going through with your hair and your skin. Tell me about the situation you're going through right now. You want to quit your job. Get to know this person and what they really want. Understanding their current situation. Now, on a second dot, on the right side, draw desired state, desired situation. We have a current situation and a desired situation. Okay, so now you're gonna write that. Let's talk about desired situation. Desired situation is where they want to go. What is that transformation that they want? See, if you're gonna be on a VIP call later today and you're selling, oh, this is vegan, it's gonna do this for you, it's this, you ain't gonna do nothing. Hey, if you come in, you're gonna learn about trading and you're gonna do this and you're gonna be an excellent trader. If you're talking about that, you're talking about the wrong thing. You see, when I get on a call with somebody, I'm not talking about Bob. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about, what do you want? How much you earning per month? How much you want to be earning per month a year from now? You know, okay, you want to earn 10,000 a month. Why? What's your motivation? What would your life look like at 10,000 a month? What's stopping you from doing that on your own? What can we do to help you do that? I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about Bob. I'm not talking about a program. I'm not talking about nothing. I'm talking about them and what they want. Desire situation. Now, I want you to understand that we bridge the gap. You can see it right here in the green. You and your offer bridge the gap. Do you know your offer? What is your offer? I know my offer. My area of expertise as a Bob Proctor consultant is to help leaders manifest quantum leaps in their income and their team size. I do this by reprogramming their paradigm and their subconscious mind. So I basically offer a 6-month program to help you make this change. I typically work with people that want to become leaders, grow their team, and expand their income. Does that sound like you? Boom. That resonated with each and every one of you on this call. Drop a 1 in the chat if that resonated with you right now. Why? I know what I'm doing. I know my offer, and I know the transformation. Let me ask you, what is your transformation? What are you selling? Are you selling a vegan cream? Or are you selling the fact that this woman can feel beautiful by regrowing her hair? That she can feel confident when she looks in the mirror? Are you selling transformation that you can quit your job by placing a couple trades a week? What is that transformation? Quitting your job, feeling more beautiful, losing more weight. What is your transformation? What does that offer? This is sales 101. I don't know if they're teaching you guys this stuff. Maybe they are, but Uncle Bobby P teaches a different way. He teaches it at a subconscious level. So when you get on the call with these people, you understand where they at, where they want to go. If that was valuable, drop a 7 in the chat. If you just learned something brand new. You want to know how I just earned I'm going to earn 300,000 this month? Because I understand this. I'm not selling a product. I understand that I'm here to serve this person on the call. And my attention is solely focused on them. Mina, I'm going to pass it over to you for a couple minutes. Go ahead and add value on how you're feeling.
For sure. And at the end, I also want to let you guys know that I'm going to give you like 2 or 3 little questions, because it's been helping me out with, like, when you go into a sales call, like you guys saw me drop it in the chat for those of you guys that missed that. When you're selling to somebody, everything is what's in it for me. When you're talking directly to somebody, they are thinking, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? So if you go into a direct sales call already thinking, I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I can program you to do this, I can change the way that you think, I can help you attract the type of people that you want to work with. You get me? You need to be of service to somebody. You guys hear me say it all the time. Stop fucking selling. You're not here to sell. You're here to render service. Okay? And the way that you're going to attract people to render service to is by living in a certain vibration. Okay? And how you build, excuse me guys, I'm drinking Perrier, but how you build trust is by asking them questions. Take your time to think about this real quick. Somebody takes their time, has been watching your posts, has been seeing what you do, has been building up the confidence and the courage to go and message you. They click on the message, they type up the message, and now they're praying for you to hopefully open it, because they think that you're probably swamped and you're not even going to see it. The least you guys could do is 1, thank them for reaching out, and 2, ask how you can be of service to them. Okay, they already did their part. Your job is to leave, and Bob says this all the time, your job is to leave that person better than how you met them. Ask yourselves, Lude, I'm favor, llévala del cuarto rapidito, please. You guys need to ask them yourselves, is it that she wants to retire her mom? Is it that she wants to live in $1 million condo? Is it that she wants to look and feel better? Okay, because at the end of the day, even if you're a woman or you're a man, I don't care how confident you feel on the inside, when you look at your image, you want to see something. You want to see healthy hair. You want to see healthy skin. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to know that you have supportive people in your life. Drop a 1 in the chat if you didn't have supportive people before you joined a community like this. That is insane. That goes to show you that before you joined this, we were all still on the same page. We were looking for something more. These people, when they reach out to you, Sales 101, they're looking for something more. That's their spirit in them trying to express themselves. Your job is to show them that they're on the right path. Your job is to show them that they're on the right path. Okay. Now I want to leave you guys with something real quick. It's going to help you. You guys have heard me say it. There's people that walk the walk. There's people that talk the talk. And then there's people that do both. If you want to be the person that does both, you need to determine what your life looks like. What do I mean by that? I'm going to leave you with this exercise. If your life was a movie, what would it be? What would your movie look like? Are you the head person, or are you maybe a supporting actor? Are you the head person in your movie, or are you a supporting actor? Are you showing up every other day, or are you not? Are you responding to everybody that comes to you? Because another thing about sales, guys, is that you need to be dependable. Why do we go to Publix? Because it's open from 9 to 9. It has the same prices. They're always there. You go to D's page, D is preaching the same thing every single day. You go to Riker's page, he's talking about the same thing every single day. You know that when you go on their page, you're going to get value. You know it. You just know it. You know that they're not going to not go on their story. There's not one day that these people are not active. Okay, they're constantly showing you how they can help you be and do better. So take a look at yourself, take a look at the movie, take a look at what you're offering. Does it match how you're living? Does it match how you're living? Or are you showing up here and there, and then you're getting pissed off that you get on that one sales call and that one sales call falls through? Are you focused on yourself, or are you focused on the person on the other side of that phone call? Listen, the quickest way to get stuck in depression is to constantly think about yourself. You guys, let that one over your heads a little bit. How are you depressed? I don't have bills. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have the body. I. Switch your eyes to my team, to them. How can I get better? Exactly. Self-obsession is self-destruction. How can I make this girl more money? How can I make this woman feel more confident? How can I make his pockets be bigger? How can I make that person like Karen? How can I get Karen's 6-year-old daughter in that house that she wants? When I talk to people, I'm like, yo, I want to know what your dog's name is. I know Karen's daughter's name. I know her by her first name. I'm like, Haley, did you like the chocolates that I sent you? Did you eat them? If you guys are not on a first name basis with these people, if you guys are not asking them questions that are really meaningful, are you really building anything? Or are you just another fucking salesperson? I'm sorry, but there's a million sharks. They're all out there. So, you buy my Bitcoin, buy this, buy that. Guys, when you have an opportunity like this, I'm going to put it to you this way. Why is it that you walk into Marshall's or Ross or any of these stores and they're like, hi, can I help you buy something? Can I help you look for something? You're like, no, I'm good. But when you walk into Louis Vuitton, they're like, hey, how are you? You look parched. Come here, take a seat. How have you been today? How's the weather outside? Why is it that they can charge you thousands of dollars for one purse? It's because of the experience that they give you. It's because of the experience and the care that they give you. Can you mute that, D? Okay, it's not because of anything else. Why do you pay for that girl's eyelashes more than you pay for that girl's eyelashes? Why do y'all men spend $50, $60 on one Nike shirt or one Balenciaga shirt? You pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for that. Why can they charge you that? Why can Bob Proctor charge us what he charges us? Because this, what we're teaching you guys, you can apply it to this business, your personal life, your relationship. It's going to make you a better person, a better mom, a better wife, a better coach, a better mentor, a better salesperson, everything. Everything. This comes from the inside out. And your inside, your spirit, I know Bob has said this a million and one times, and it's why I knew that he was the guy that I wanted to be mentored by. He said, if you are constantly chasing paychecks over people, you're never going to win. And for those of you guys who know me, I started this business saying the same thing. The way to always be successful is to have your pockets dependent on helping people. If your income relies on you serving others, you will be forever wealthy. Forever wealthy. Don't worry about it. Your wealth is secured. It's in the bag. Because there's always going to be people to help. Are you going to be the one selling to them, or are you going to be the one helping them?
Sheesh.
When you get out of that phone call, are they going to feel like, damn, I just spent X amount of dollars? Fuck. Or are they going to be like, yo, I'm about to change my life. Like, I'm a little anxious. I'm a little scared. I might have not had all that money, but I know that she's going to, like, she got me. I know that Dee's got me. I know Riker's got me. Like, they're not going to let me down.
I love that. I love what you said right there. I want to add on that.
It's the truth. You can't leave somebody worse than what you started with. If you're just taking money from people, I'm sorry, you might get wealthy, but it ain't gonna last you. I can guarantee you that. It's not gonna last you. If your intention is money, it's not going to last you. If your intention is that car, that Rolls Royce, it's not going to last you. And I checked myself the other day. So much of us are like, thankful for the checks, thankful for the commission, thankful for the cars, the this, instead of being thankful for the one that actually created all of this into existence, like God, like your creator. Instead of thanking the material blessings, thank blessings, period. Thank God, period. Y'all are attaching yourselves to these things. When God gave you eternity all within you, your Holy Spirit is perfect. You are perfection, living, walking, breathing perfection. How much of that perfection you're going to develop solely depends on you and how much you're going to be aware. And awareness only comes with study. It only comes with study. You're not going to become aware listening to Cardi B, even though I sound like her. You're not going to get aware. I don't listen to Cardi B. I sound like her. I don't listen to her. Okay? You're not going to get aware listening to your bullshit broke friends. Like if your friends are giving you advice and their paycheck or their bank account looks like a fucking emergency phone number, stop listening to them. Stop caring about if they're going to see you on live. Stop caring about that stupid comment. Put your faith and put your everything in knowledge. Instead of getting an idea and start getting worried and start getting doubt, start studying. How can I sell better? How can I render service better? How can I lead my team better? How can I be a better person? Everything else is going to come. Trust me, there's times where me and DeAndre get on this call and we're like, where did that even come from? We didn't even plan this. It's because you have perfection in you. Ask God to give you exactly what you need to open your eyes, to be aware, and let it come to and through you. It sounds crazy until you guys have a breakthrough. And you're like, oh, they're really talking that real stuff. Yeah. And I'll tell you right now that in the last 2 months and the 2 huge purchases that I spent on mentorship, first off, what I spent on mentorship in the last month, I have never seen that number in my bank account for myself. Period. I've never made that amount of money. To now have that money to invest in a mentor, I literally told D, I was like, I would have paid $100K for this if I had it. I would have paid $1 million for this if I had it. I'm going to be practicing this till I'm 80, 90 years old, hopefully, if I'm like Bob and we're wealthy. But y'all just need to search for answers. I don't know who told you guys that answers are going to come to you. Y'all got the sauce right here because me and D decided to do this call. How many of you guys Google? YouTube, research. How many of you guys are really self-efficient, but then you get pissed off when you can't close a sale? I wonder why. Did you take the time to go through a sales pitch? Did you practice in your room before you got to a person? Did you think about yourself? Ask yourself these questions the next time a sales call blows up in your face. Analyze those questions and do it again, and I promise you, you'll see where you went wrong. You'll see where you went wrong. That's the little exercise I want to leave you guys with. What is your movie like? What kind of movie is it? And what are the characters in your movie? Do you have a huge team or do you have a small team? Are you on stage? Are you traveling the world? And the most important question is, are you the star of the show or are you a supporting actor? That is huge. Okay, for the longest time, I was a supporting actor and my mom was the star of my show. How many of you guys can relate with that? Society is the star of your show. Your parents, that old breakup, that fight that you're still holding on to. Make yourselves the star of your show and you're going to see how everything falls into place. Sales, everything else. But y'all need to know why you're doing this for. Like, don't expect to start selling something when you don't even know that you're not selling. You're rendering service. Okay, so do that, write that down. What is your movie like? What kind of movie is it? What characters are in your movie? And are you the star of the show or just a supporting character? All right, collab with that, make your team do that, you yourself do that. And then D, go ahead and take it away.
Dang, why'd you have to do that to him? Yo, that was fire. Yo, drop a 1 in the chat. You didn't even have to do that to him. You didn't have to do that to him. Look at them. They're sitting there with their jaws on the floor. Like, why you had to do that to him? Lord help me. Somebody say something.
If I do anything to you guys, it's because I had to do it to myself. Trust me.
Yeah, somebody say something in that chat. I can't even scroll down. Lord help me. Who said that? Somebody say something. Awesome, guys. So Mina just went ahead and wrapped that up. Yo, guys, this is one lesson out of the next 10 weeks. Like, yo, we haven't even got into like the material yet. Like, I want you to understand, like, we haven't even got into, where'd I put the workbook? Here's the workbook that is coming with, all right? So we're going to be going over everything from what is professional selling, the path to agreement. We're going to be talking about, hold on, I like a teacher here. We're talking about 2 reasons why people buy. We're going to be talking about the communication. We're going to talk about the conscious mind when it comes to sales. Look at this. Y'all see this right here? Yo, Uncle Bobby P, look at what he did. Look at, like, yo, he's talking about the conscious mind right there when it comes to sales. And then, of course, what else we got? The subconscious mind. And then he's talking about the physical body when we talk to sales right now. Y'all, yo, if your teammates weren't on this, leadership. This is a call for leaders. Now, if you were on this call, I'm so happy. I'm blessed that you were here. Now, I want you to write down 3 names of people that should have been on this call. Write them down. 3 names of people that should have been on this call right now. Everybody write it right now, even myself. All right. Now, what you're going to do after this call is you're going to invite these 3 people to the next call. You're going to invite them on the next call. We have 200. I want 500 to 1,000 people on the next call. It's literally that done. It's done. We're going to have 1,000 people on this call every single week, teaching Uncle Bobby P, sales, subconscious mind, all these different things. Okay. So what time is it? Do we have time for a question? We have time for 1 question. All right. So before we hop into that question, if you guys want to apply for a free 30-minute strategy session with me, you can text Bob Proctor to 31996, or you can go to my Instagram bio at Miami Patron. Can somebody drop Mina's Instagram in the chat, please? Spam her Instagram in the chat. Give her a follow if you're not following her, or also put my Instagram in the chat as well at Miami Patron. So if you want to hop on a private coaching call with me, just me for 30 minutes, and we're going to talk about building a game plan for you, maybe seeing if you're a good fit to work with myself, Mina, and this program, okay? So you want to text Bob Proctor to 31996. So I'm going to take 1 question. 1 question. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on participants, Click on participants and then raise your hand, and I'm going to take one question. We'll take one question. All right. You're the first person. Myth, I don't even know how to say your name. What was your name? What's your name?
Mithily, or I think she lowered her hand. She got scared. So
All right.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Maitri.
Hello. How's it going? Hello?
Hello.
Hi there.
I can't understand your question.
You're asking a question. Okay, so we're gonna wait. So come prepared next time with your question, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just be prepared next time. Michelle, are you prepared with your question? We're straight to the point here. Michelle, go ahead and unmute yourself. Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me? I'm
Yeah,
unmuted.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So how do you get the workbook, and how much is the pro?
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about the workbook first. I'm determining if I want to give this to you guys. Like, to be honest, we were going to give you the workbook, as you guys see here. Hold on.
Program.
Here's the workbook. So I actually have the physical digital workbook here, but I don't think you guys are ready for this, to be honest. Like, to be honest, I don't know if you guys are ready for this. Like, me and I are going to discuss if you guys are actually ready for this. If you guys can handle this, like from Uncle Bobby P, like, can you guys handle right here where he talks about words, gestures, writings, vibration when you're selling somebody and planting an image in their mind and congruency? I don't know. Are y'all ready for this? So me and I are going to determine. Now, if we were to give this to you guys, you would have to be in the group chat. There's 3 things you'd have to have. You'd have to be following me on Instagram, number 1. Number 2, you have to be following Mina on Instagram. And number 3, you got to be in the Telegram group, because we post it in our Telegram group. Okay. So we are considering.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as far as the program, that is something we discussed on the call, because it is cost thousands of dollars. So that's just to be clear right there. It does cost money. Now, never let money determine whether you want to book a call, because you'll never know. Money always flies into your account when you make a decision. You want to make something happen. As you guys know my story, I had $200 in my account and I made it happen, put it on credit card. Now money's never going to be an issue again. So yeah, the price and stuff like that we discussed on the call. So if you are interested in the program, you would text Bob Proctor to 31996. You can ask me all pricing, structure, group chat, workbook. You have your workbook. Mine's over there, but can you just show them really quick? Show them the workbook that it comes with. All those questions will be answered on the call if you want to get into the program. Okay. Thanks,
Cool.
Michelle. Guys, it is 12 o'clock. Guess what? We're leaders. What should we have at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock? Put it in the chat right now. At 12 o'clock, right at the end of this call, what should we have? What should we have? We're leaders. What should we have? Where is the group chat? Let's scroll to the bottom. Where's it at? Can somebody read it off to me? Mina, you see it? Boom, boom, boom. A call. Oh, not a mastermind. A freaking sales call. All right, family. I'll see you guys next time. See you guys Monday.